rose to the occasion and has seemed to meet it every single step along the way. And that, for me, is a mark of fine, extraordinary character, decency, and everything that most good people should be aspiring to and living a decent, contributing life.
There's a degree of responsibility to try to make something good come of it, you know. Certainly I have to accept the bad. So if I can direct what's happened in a way that I can make something good happen in the world, I'm looking for it. This was the road we took on our way to work every day. We'd all meet at like Mike's house. Sometimes he'd go around and pick everybody up. We'd worked on the contract a great deal, and much of it had already been cut, but much of the allotted time had already elapsed. So we were under pressure on a deadline, and we'd extended our working hours to try to get it all done before the snow came. A lot of this drive looks the way it looked back then, but then there's other parts that have been changed by the Rodeo Chetasky fire, which burned up over 500,000 acres of forest. At that time, it was the biggest recorded fire in Arizona history. We spent so many back-breaking hours improving this forest, and then to have all that work just go up in smoke because of just one little careless moment, you know, 100 miles from here. Turkey Springs contract is pretty much everything on our left, all the way over to that far ridge that's all burned off. And I think there's one more past that was the ridge where we were at that day. Keep an eye out for the wild horses. They like this area. Okay, turn right here on the left. We won't be able to drive all the way up to the site because it's all been closed. Okay. But we can walk there now. I'm struggling to come to terms with this, and especially to try to understand or take some meaning, at least personal meaning. You know, after 4 decades, I've come to, you know, a little different take than I had initially. I took it extreme exception to what had happened, you know, the fear, the horror of it all. It was only gradually did I just come to realize that they didn't just bring me aboard to do experiments on me or just torment me to see, you know, what pain does to humans or something of that nature. That most likely you can infer that with that amount of energy hitting me, it would have been probably fatal, and that they probably took me aboard